teams who don the red and blue. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas offense will have first crack at this one. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes up.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The sure hands, it's Canty. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. On first down, here comes this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pulls it in, it's Canty. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Man, he's got 45 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. The Jayhawks have it with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, a goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have.
Breaks into the open.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Fresno State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Quickly complete. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team. Stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He breaks a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the... Stuff it up front. My guys play big up. I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. With the catch, it's Freeman. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to... Him throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Warner. Under fire. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Stanford. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now on 1st down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The give is to Williams. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Nobody. With the trickeration, it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback. It forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Warner. That's reeled in, it's Freeman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Just gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in the hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Make it happen. Right. Get ready.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it down and run. The clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Thompson. And some room to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Find some fresh air. He now has 85 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Thompson. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. Good, solid tackle. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Power football with the run. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run the quarterback sneak. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you've got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation. Trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll run the toss. He's out past the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Thompson. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Using the quick game. Trying to hit him with the quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Now the play fake. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Warner. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Really good
job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
Second and 9. The give from the gun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Gilliam. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Fresno State. They take the lead with the 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to...
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Gets open down the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Warner. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Punts it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, that's just one the kicker would love to have back here in the fourth quarter in a tie game.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back.
Looking for the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. To the air. It's Daniels. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TD so far, but when things aren't open...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've put themselves in prime position right here, Jesse, to have a chance to win the game.
So how about this offensive line, David? Can they get some push? Because you're expecting them now to run the football to help the kicker out.
You're in a great situation. You're not in a rush. You don't have to hurry up. You know what you need to go out here, lead the clock, and kick the game-winning football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
Fresno State 28, Kansas 21.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that. Right here, they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get...